LeBron James reached 40,000 points this season. As we know, LeBron has become the all-time leading scorer. He did it last year in February. And funny enough, I made a video maybe like 3 years ago at this point, talking about will LeBron James end up being the NBA's all-time leading scorer in NBA history, and he did it. So now that he has accomplished that, let's talk about him potentially reaching 40,000 points in NBA history, which is insane. LeBron currently has 38,652 points, which obviously makes him the all-time leading scorer. So if we do the math and subtract 40,000 points, or 40,000 from that number, you get 1,348 more points he needs to score in order to become the only player in NBA history to reach 40,000 points. Now that number is actually really realistic for him because last season I looked, he ended up scoring 1,590 points. So he definitely can do it. And a couple of years prior, I think he only scored like 1,100 points, but that's because, he was injured and didn't play a lot more games. He played more games this season than that season that I'm talking about. Actually, I just looked. He played 55 games last season. He only played 44 or something like that. I just forgot even though I just looked. He only played like 10 more games this season than that season I'm referencing, where he only scored 1,100 points. And yet he scored, over 400 more points this season. That's kind of insane. In 9 games, obviously the number is not accurate. Like it's not like he had 9 games where he scored 40 plus. But if you just took the 9 extra games that he played or whatever it was, close to 9 or 10, and divide that by 400 points, approximately whatever, it ends up coming out to 44.444, which would mean that in a vacuum, he scored 44 points in those 9 games. Again, that's not a realistic number. Don't take that number and run with it. I'm just saying, putting it into perspective. Obviously, the number was accumulated throughout the games in the season because this season he averaged 28.9 in terms of his averages, and that season he ended up averaging 25. So he was accumulating points throughout the season. I'm just giving you putting it into perspective. LeBron James looks healthy. I mean, he always looks healthy. He always looks ready to go. So I assume he's going to be ready to go and he should be able to play, a majority of the season. Obviously, barring an injury that we can't see because we can't project that. But I'm saying if he's healthy, LeBron should easily be able to get to that number, that 1,348 points, and become the first player in NBA history to reach 40,000 points. If he does that, which I think he will do that at this point, because even if he doesn't get it this season, I think he's going to still play next season, and he'll definitely do it then. So either way, he's probably going to do it. And when he does reach that number, and however much further it goes, it might get to 41,000, maybe 42,000. I don't know how many more years he's going to play. He wants to play with his son. So at least another year after this, maybe 2. But whatever number he gets to, will another player ever end up getting to 40,000 or 40,000 plus again? You have to remember, LeBron came straight out of high school. So he started scoring NBA points at 18, 19 years old. Probably 18. He was probably 18 when he, started his NBA career. So at 18 years old, compared to, lottery picks go to college for 1 season nowadays, and they come in at 19. So 1 year can make the difference, but I'm just saying it's not like players are coming out at 22, some players do come out at 22, but I'm just saying the players, LeBron was a number 1 pick. I don't know. It doesn't have to be a number 1 pick, but I'm just saying the 1 year difference may make a difference, but at least somebody may be coming out at 19. So it gives them a shot. Because if you're going to break his record, not only do you have to start young, you have to stay in the league a long time, and not only stay in the league a long time, but play at a high level for a long time, because there are players who played a very long time, but the last few years of their career, they were really only playing 5 minutes a game. LeBron is still playing starter minutes and still putting up starter numbers, 28.9 points per game last season. And not only all those things, but you also have to be resistant to injuries. And you can't control getting injured, of course, but in order to achieve 40,000 points, you have to do all those things plus not get hurt for the span of your 20 plus year career. LeBron has gotten hurt, especially in the last couple of seasons. Before that, he didn't, we can't say he didn't ever get hurt. I'm sure he did, but he kind of played through a lot of pain. We can just assume, because there's no way that in a 20-year career, he's never been hurt. Now, he may never have been hurt the same way that he's been hurt in the last couple of seasons, where it's a month 3 months, however long injury. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not there with him, so I can't tell you what his injuries were or weren't. But I'm sure these injuries that he's had recently are probably more, serious than some of the ones he had in the past that he was able to come back from sooner or, just come back in the game. If you want to break his record, you also have to be super durable and be able to play in the league as a starter for 20 plus seasons. And then the next question is, how many more seasons is LeBron going to play? And how many points can he rack up? Because like I said earlier, if he plays 3 more seasons, including this one, he should easily be able to get to, if he, continues to do what he's doing, get to 42, maybe 43,000 points. And so, if he continues to play after that, how many points can he get to? 45,000? He's entering his 21st NBA season, which is insane to say. So 2 more years after that will be 23, and then to get to 45,000, he'll be playing in the league for 25 years. Think about it. He's been playing in the league longer than he hasn't been playing in the league. Remember, he came into the league at 18, straight out of high school. Well, he's in his 21st season. 21 years in the league, 18 not in the league. He literally has played more time in the NBA than not. That's kind of insane. I think it's inevitable that LeBron will get to 40,000 points. Again, assuming that he's healthy, which I think he will be. He looked good in the preseason game. He looked well rested, ready to go. LeBron is in shape. He takes care of his body. The question for me is, how many more points after that can he go? I think if he's going to play with Bronny, he's going to get to at least 42,000. Beyond that, we'll have to see, but I think 42,000 is probably realistic for him. We may be looking at the first player in NBA history to reach 40,000 points. Let me know in the comments down below what you think and how many points you think LeBron can end up reaching in his entire career.